All right, folks. Well, got another video going. It's a little cold out here right now. You know, had an eyelash falling. Uh, but yeah, mostly just coming on here to, talk about still people. The people who are still in the same place that they were a year ago, mentally. The people that are still asking to be saved from their own processes, but won't seek proper guidance. But then there's also the arena in which you have folks who are completely adept to, plunging themselves into something different, into change. And it's hard to do so sometimes because you want things to stay the same and you want things to be different at the same time. But if you've existed in this world long enough, then beggars can't really be choosers, and vice versa. Which leads me to like the people who are, who gravitate towards themselves. You might call them selfish people. You might call them, conceited. You might call them narcissistic, whatever the case, but they're just very wrapped up in themselves. And that can be problematic. That can be very problematic because what are you giving back, by worrying about yourself first? And don't get this confused with like the idea of self-care, because self-care, giving back, it is inclusive with self-care. It's putting yourself at the back burner at the expense of what everyone else might need. And the one thing that I'm learning now, or the one thing that I have been learning over the past few years, is just, people come and go. You can be around someone for 15, 20, 30 years, and in an instant things just kind of change. You go down different life paths, you embark on different journeys. And that's just the long and short of it. But the key is to just realize that that's what it is. That's just how the world works. Realistically, I'm close to a lot of people, but I'm also distant from a few folks, and it's not because I'm trying to be like, not because I'm trying to shut them down or shut them out, but mostly because that's just the way it's been. You lead different lives. You embark on different journeys. You walk down different paths, and sometimes you cross paths again. Sometimes you don't. But I think the reality of it is, realizing that things like that, when it comes down to, different people or people that are in your life, your inner circle, you're not going to be around people all the time. You're not going to see these folks every day, and as long as that's what the relationship is, Now here, I do have some people. Sorry for the camera movement. I'm walking the dog right now. He's doing a lot, but yeah, I'm close to a lot of folks, like I was saying. But right now, you know, there are certain people that I have to pull myself away from, because it's not because of lack of benefit. It's just like I need the folks around me who are ready to motivate, or who are ready to be motivated, you know, or who are at least searching for motivation, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's trying to figure out what their purpose is. Everybody's trying to figure out which way that they're going. And, you know, that's the key. That's one of the keys. It's just trying to figure it out. That's all we're doing. That's the purpose of this channel, you know. We're all trying to figure it out together. We're all trying to learn life. Like, I'm not an expert. I don't know a lot, but I can tell you from my experience, you know, in this world to this point, you know, almost 35 years in. There's a lot that I could help guide, and there's a lot that other folks could help guide, even younger than me, you know, because I know some 20, 23-year-olds who see the world far different than me, and the perspective makes sense, you know. Like, I would never shun somebody because they're younger, you know, and I'm never going to enable someone because they're younger, you know. They got to learn the same way that I had to learn, you know. Process is just a little different. Thank God for the internet. But that's another topic for another day. But yeah, you want to keep some people around you that's ready to make a move, you know, that's not waiting for that next step. That's not waiting, you know, for that right moment. That's not waiting for things to be perfect. Like right now, these videos that I make are far from perfect. And I don't care about perfection. I don't care about the fact that if they look good. Like, that's why I keep saying, stick with me, and in time, these videos will get increasingly better. But the focus right now is the message. And the message for this video is, you know, analyze what you got in your life. Analyze who you have in your life. You know, sometimes you got to trim the fat. Sometimes you got to trim the fat. It's almost important, you know, for your livelihood, your existence. Trim the fat. Might call this video that, trimming the fat. Yeah, get rid of that which doesn't serve you. You know, incorporate that which, you know, elevates you. You know, and it's like that other old saying: go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. It's easy for someone to tolerate you, you know, because that's just them doing it out of their own perspective and their own ego. But to celebrate you is them literally putting you first, and vice versa. You put someone else first when you celebrate them. You're celebrating them, their accomplishment, genuinely being happy to see them in a move, to see them making movement. That's what's important. So I'm gonna hop off of here before my hand freezes off. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching the videos. Appreciate y'all sticking with me. We moving up 50 subs in right now. You know, on our way to 1,000, 950 away. So if you like the message, like what I'm saying, share the video, share it out there. Yeah, give me some feedback. I could take it. I could use it. Gotta get this boy. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.